Hi, how are you doing? This is a chess geek on Bob's Chess or FICS, if you're in a chess server, and I played a game of 15 minutes, and I played my highest ever rated opponent, and this is my profile. I'm not that great. I'm only 1300s in Blitz, 1500s in Standard, and 1400-ish in Lightning, and yeah. I played against Ben Weaver, who was rated 2014 at the time, and I was playing in black pieces, and he played with, it was 15 minutes, rated standard, it counts as standard, and he played e4, started off, I applied, this is just regular opening moves here. This is where it starts to get, I guess you could say spicy. He doesn't go with the regular knight f6 or f3 or c3. I'm sorry, but he defends, and he's planning on expanding to d4. Now I wanted to delay that for a little bit, so I play a4 and I kick the bishop back. But I want to castle first before I I just want to get my king to safety before I get in trouble here in the center. So he wants to pin that, but he should have just went with the immediate d4. That would have been strong enough. I would have had time to pin that. I just bought some time and kicked it even further, and he made a kind of mistake. I guess you could put a question mark exclamation point by it, because this was kind of a time waster. I'm not wasted, but if you put the bishop here, it would have been much better off protecting. I developed the bishop, and he brought d4, and I just made this move, just trying to get the bishop off the, because bishop is controlling some light squares here, and I wanted to trade that for my crappy knight here, so I decided to. Actually, he should have minded, because he would have had a queen. He would have captured the queen, so it wouldn't have been that bad. He should have just ignored it and took. I would have had to respond, because if I responded, he would have just takes and take, and he would have been up a whole piece. So I would have had and he would have been up. So I guess he just didn't see that. So he just moved the bishop back, and I protected this pawn here, and I dropped my knight further. He should have just kicked my knight back. That would have been okay for him. But he wanted to get rid of my knight so bad, so he did that. And I just took some time and made some tempo, because he's wasting his moves trying to get my knight out of the way when he could have just played something like that. And he takes, I take, I have double pawns now, but I don't mind. He attacks the pawn, and you don't want to take the pawn yet, because if he takes, then I can take with either piece, and this pawn is defended well, so I don't mind about that. So he brings it down to protect that piece, and I contest that pawn, and he just takes the pawn. He wasted, let's see, 4 seconds on. He didn't, so you can tell he didn't think much. He just took the pawn, which was a mistake, because after it takes, I took this pawn, and he made a worse mistake. He should have just kicked the knight back, and I would have took, and he would have kicked this back, and I would have had a solid position here. But he would have had okay, not really compensation, but he would have been better off than what he did. And I'll show you what he did right now. He brought the knight there. He just basically gave me a free knight. He just probably didn't see this, obviously. And I took, and he took, and I took. And he was planning on doubling the pawns, at least trying to get some compensation. And I just went ahead and took my time to get rid of that dangerous knight, potentially dangerous. And I went ahead and made sure I didn't have doubled pawns there. So he attacks my pawn, and I defend my pawn. And notice I could take this pawn right now, but That's why he defends it. But I mean, I didn't see the point of trading this pawn for that pawn, and let his rooks invade my king side. So I kicked his bishop back. But what the move he did was preposterous, I guess you say. He just kicked it all the way back there. I mean, if he kicked it right here, blockading the pawn, it would have been okay in getting at least some dark squares. But he didn't do that. So I took my time to start advancing the pawns. I advanced that pawn, and he moved his queen over here, and I saw he could grab the pawn and threaten kingside attack. So I still have my rook over here just in case, simultaneously protecting, just in case if you move the rook out of the way, I would be able to grab this rook. He just made a random pawn moves for I don't even know why he did that. He could have just tried improving his position, or yeah, I can see why he did that now. He probably wanted to defend against that, but that's what happened. And I took with the knight, and I go ahead and make my bishop active now and protect the pawn. Notice that he couldn't take here because I would take his rook. I make my bishop active, and he goes ahead and attacks my knight just in case if I move my queen out of this, then he's able to take my knight with his rook. So I go ahead and attack the pawn, but he makes another bad move, letting me expand his king side. He makes that move, g3, and what this lets me to do is after I'm defended well, it'll be hard to protect this pawn, and I can sacrifice. If he tries to protect like so, I can sacrifice a piece if the conditions are right. I'm not saying I can go ahead and sacrifice now, but if the conditions are right, I guess I could just take, but then he has to take. Taking here wouldn't be good because there's a pin on the queen, and then it wouldn't be that great for black, so I decided not to go down this line. So after I just put my bishop there, and he started trying to advance the pawns. I put my knight in a good position here, not being attacked, so I can feel free to take the pawn. He took, and that was a mistake because he shouldn't take when you're down. First of all, second of all, I mean that was one of your back rank defenders. I don't know why he made that move. He's probably trying to attack the pawn. You can tell he's trying to advance these and make them queens. So I take, and he makes really that's the best, not really the best move, but there's nothing to save the position now. After that, he could have tried fighting on longer. You know, that would have been a longer fight. But he didn't do that. He did that. And now he resigned because there's nothing you can do in this position to save the position. Because let's say you want to defend, then you have check, and queen has to go. And the only other line is to just lose your queen, and you know that's a losing line. So there's nothing you can do here, and threatening checkmate if you didn't know. Not just win the rook, you're trying to checkmate. And yeah, that's my highest win so far on the free chess server. I hope you enjoyed it as I did. Leave any comments or questions on YouTube and subscribe, please. Thanks. Have a nice day.